Understanding the concept of product scope and project scope and the differences between them can make it easy for you to succeed in any new thing you do, to succeed as a project manager, and help you to correctly answer some questions in the PMP exam. Scope could be defined as a space of boundary that contains the requirements of an undertaking and the work to be done to complete those requirements. Anything outside the space of boundary is out of scope or not part of the undertaking. To avoid any ambiguity in scope, it is important to also define what is out of scope when defining scope. Product scope is the features and functions of a product, service, or result as defined by the product requirements. PM Bulk Guide 6th edition defines project scope as the work performed to deliver a product, service, or result with the specified features and functions. The term project scope is sometimes viewed as including product scope. Therefore, project scope includes product scope, the work to be done to create both the product and the project management deliverables and achieve project objectives, project exclusions, which describe requirements and work that are not part of the project or out of scope. Explicitly stating what is excluded from the project can help avoid misconceptions and reduce scope creep. Consider the example of a client that needs a house to be built with requirements such as 2-floor house with 5 bedrooms, 4 washrooms, 1 kitchen with granite countertop, details and dimensions of each room, and types of materials to be used. The product is the house, and the product scope are these requirements. It was agreed with the client that construction of driveway and borehole will not be part of this project. The project scope includes product scope as defined by the product requirements of the house in the previous slide, the work to be done to deliver both the house and the project management deliverables, such as constructing the foundation for the house, constructing the rooms, procurement of materials, design drawings, supervision, tracking progress and resolving issues, and other project management work. Project exclusions such as driveway and borehole construction not part of the work to be done. We go through the following processes to produce detailed product and project scopes. At the start of a project, during the initiating process group, requirements and project scope are defined on a high level as part of the Develop Project Charter process to produce the project charter. During planning process group, the high-level requirements from the project charter are described in detail in the collect requirements process to produce detailed requirements documentation, which becomes one of the inputs to the defined scope process. The detailed requirement documentation and other inputs are examined, updated, and adjusted in the defined scope process to produce outputs such as product scope description and project scope description. Note that though correct requirements and defined scope are done in sequence here, they are often completed iteratively with create work breakdown structure process. These processes are 3 of the 6 processes in the project scope management knowledge area. The other 3 processes are plan scope management, validate scope, and control scope. In conclusion, for ideal or rigid waterfall or predictive projects, the product scope and the project scope are clearly defined and decided upfront during detailed planning, and the stakeholders and the project team should have a shared understanding and agreement on the scope in order to avoid or significantly minimize problems during the project, such as scope creep. In adaptive or agile projects, high-level requirements are progressively elaborated to an appropriate level of detail in each iteration. Thanks for watching. Please drop your comments, and if you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe and hit the bell button so that you get notified when we come up with new videos.